Go investors, good day everyone. This is Brian Villarosa of brianvillarosa.com and Invest and Earn YouTube channel. Please don't forget to subscribe and follow my Facebook page and website for more tips on growing your money and ensuring yourselves and being a good steward of God's entrusted wealth for you. So now I'm gonna share with you what happened to me in my COL Financial account today. So this is my UI for COL Financial. As you can see, I was surprised to open and see a 10,000 peso increase, 1 day increase in my stocks, my equity. So I'm just a small, very small investor, not more than 30, 20k. I just use my COL Financial account merely as an avenue to make tutorials on how Filipinos can invest. So I got interested today about IPOs and how is it beneficial for you if you're interested with it. So just to show you what happened today, the Philippine stock market had this KPPI as a stock ticker, uh, as having increased to 49 or almost 50% for this day. But yesterday, it's also a very high percentage of growth. So KPPI, if you click this one, it's Kepwealth Property Philippines. So they had just had an IPO. What do you mean when you say IPO? For those are still in beginning stage, IPO is when a company starts to enlist their property or their company in the stock market, primarily for the reasons of raising capital and raising more funds for their expansion, for the growth of the company. So they would use public money, trading, investments for them to grow their expansion, their portfolio. So Kepwealth, as I've done some a little bit of research, is the first IPO this year for the Philippine stock market. And what you can see here was it had a 50 almost 50% increase. So if you have invested any amount yesterday, then it could have doubled today. We will see. Tomorrow is holiday, but we will see on Thursday how much increase will it have. So kung titingnan po natin, sorry, I'll just use Tagalog again for everyone's sake. I remember people commenting before to use Tagalog. So just some knowledge about it. COL Financial announced that KPPI has been oversubscribed within COL Financial. So only 103,900 shares are available for call online, and meaning to say that this is distributed to brokers, not just COL Financial. So I did some research about uh, Kepwealth today. So SEC approves two more IPO for this year. Kepwealth shares soar on first day of trade. So this is currently today. Now this is a current. This is as of August 20. So it soared really more than 50 because yesterday nag-soar din siya. Just skim lang. So yeah, this is the first IPO for this year, and the share price of 8.15 per share yesterday, or 42% higher than its offer price, which is 5.74. So ito po yung opening, I think, last Friday, August 19, 18, 17, I think August 16, no? The opening of its IPO. And then it rose uh, rapidly, and we also have to expect uh, two other companies to be in IPO this year. So I'll just highlight this. Meanwhile, the SEC also approved the IPO of coconut product manufacturer Axelum Resources and Manny Villar's home improvement retailer All Home Corporation. So if you're looking for an avenue to rapidly grow your investment, maybe within just a day or two or three, uh, uh, venture into IPOs. So I would say na kung spare money lang naman yung nilagay nyo, hindi nyo po yan retirement fund, hindi nyo po talaga yan money for life na gagamitin in the future, venture, no? Venture, but take risk, but a calculated risk. And one of the best avenues is IPO. Just to tell you my story, yesterday I just opened my COL Financial account randomly or just out of the schedule, and I saw this KPPI, is still not the top one active. So just to show you a technique po, you look at the active and then you look at the gainers. So pag nasa active po siya at nasa gainer siya, isa pong ibig sabihin niya na malaki yung margin at maraming mga traders ang nagti-trade ng stock na yan. So it's active, it's a hot, no? It's a hot cake stock. And then what I can advise is that once na mag-soar siya, don't just lay back, because you might expect it tomorrow, or since holiday tomorrow, 2 days from now, this might be super red, no? Kumbaga paper gains lang to, baka maglako, or it might soar again. So just to let you know that it won't soar throughout the time. It will come a point na bababa talaga siya. Kung gaano siya ka maximum tumaas, it might fall down rapidly also. So yung advice ko po, if you have already bought some such stocks like this that are hot cake, uh, depends on you if you want to still hold it and wait for the peak, but no one knows what really the peak is, no? I would advise, if you're more trying to save these gains, some gains, is to sell, not totally, but a portion of it or partially. So maybe if I have this in my portfolio, uh, click or just sell some portion of it. Like, let's say if you have some, no, since it's offline now, it's 9 p.m. I can sell, let's say, 80%, 70%, 60% of your stock, so that you can really realize your gains. And whenever there's an increase which you don't know, then you can also fly along with the increase. So parang ano lang, you just win the scenario as of now. So again, IPOs are one of the best avenue for you to experience some sudden gains, or I waited so long na lumabot ako ng 30 plus from the 25. Umabot pa ako ng 20 when Jollibee, I was in Jollibee before, but when Jollibee bought the coffee bean and tea leaf, I went down to 20 to 20 19. Pinabayaan ko lang, but then suddenly this KPPI enter the scene. So I tried, and this is why I'm sharing to you right now. So keep following, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I will update you what will happen or what to do with the learnings that I have learned along the way. And another thing also that I want to share is, since we're talking about IPOs, I did some more research, and Rappler gave me, as well as Business Mirror. No, Business Inquirer, Inquirer.net, sorry. PSE, the headline says, PSE makes it easier for small investors to buy IPO shares, which is actually published last June pa, June 3, 2019, while Rappler says, or published this last June 3 also, so same day. So, well, since I'm an investment channel, I was not able to encounter this before, but right now I'm sharing it to you. If you want to gain an access and to IPOs, unlike being in calls, yeah, if you have a call financial account, well, you might have access to the IPOs, but hindi ka na minsan nagkakaroon ng slot since oversubscribed na, no? Kumbaga naunahan ka na, puno na yung slot. So PSE, or the Philippine Stock Exchange, made it easier for Filipinos, for you, for investors na maka-access ka sa IPO. Since meron pa naman tayong upcoming dalawa this year, probably, as what the sources say, Business Mirror. So Manny Villar's company, and the other one, which is the coconut product manufacturer Axolum, might be in the stock market this year. So what you have to do para makasubscribe po kayo sa simula pa lang, no? Kasi pag sa simula pa lang makasubscribe ka na, you hold on the shares, let's say worth 20k, 30k to 100k, up to 100k maximum shares. Then you have a greater potential of increase, no? Kasi nandun ka pa lang mismo sa starting point. So, yung gusto ko pong i-share is dito na. Although companies that are going public in the Philippines are required to reserve 10% of their offering to small investors, their historical take-up does not even breach 2%. So required po yung mga companies, no, to offer to small investors. So through technology, PSE launched, according to this article, last June 3 pa po, a web-based platform called PSE EC, or Electronic Allocation System, which allows LSIs, or the local small investors, to subscribe to shares online. So, parang COL Financial na rin po siya, pero you can buy IPOs. Sorry, nagdigab ako. IPO shares that will not exceed 100k. So I think before it's 25k lang yung maximum. So PSE noticed that the dismal take-up by LSIs of IPO shares may be due to tediousness of the process and the small amount of maximum investment per individual for each IPO. Na-notice ko rin po ito, totoo po ito kasi before, naririnig ko na rin naman sa mga studies and research yung about IPO, kaya lang napaka-tedious ng process. So kung hindi ka sa call, itatapon ka doon sa mga small brokers which you have to make another account na naman. So it's very tedious, it's very complicated. So wala ka ng gana to really participate in the IPO and contribute to the growth of a startup or a growing company. So prior to our launch of PSEEC, LSIs who want to avail of IPO shares had to go designated IPO kiosk in select Metro Manila malls. So pupunta ka pa talaga sa malls, hanapin mo pa, swimming ka pa sa traffic, no? And fill up a subscription form, bring this form to the broker's offices, and bring them back to the kiosk to make a payment. A very cumbersome process which you call a maximum of 25,000 per IPO. Yung ma-invest mo lang naman is only 25. Lalangoyin mo ba tong jungle na to? So I think this is also related to President Duterte's SONA this 2019 to simplify your processes. We are now living in the digital age, fourth industrial revolution, and technology must be a major go-to solution provider for processes like this, especially with financial, no, fintech. So in furtherance of PSE's financial inclusion initiatives, the first thing we did was to increase the maximum limit to 100,000 per IPO per person. No? So you can invest as much as 100k. So nakita nyo naman, this does not probably refer to all IPOs. It might be that the IPO, when it comes, bababa siya than the given subscription price. But well, that's investment. That's a nature investment. There's always risk, no? So just don't put money if it's really if you have to buy food for it, bibilin niyo pa yan ng gatas ng anak niyo, no? So put money, the money that you don't need within the next 10, 15 years, no? So that's the good advice, a good stewardship advice. Well, the biblical example is spread, no? According to Solomon, spread it to your investments to the multiple avenues. So, going back, investors who wish to take part in the LSI program or the local small investors can make their account here. So, I'm going to show you. So, they gave the link, or you can Google it, PSEEZ. So, the direct URL is easy.pse.com.ph. So, the domain URL says it all. So, easy is the program, PSE is the domain. .com is the subdomain, of course, the .ph is the country domain. So, with a trading account, if you have COL Financial, BPI investment, or one of these, napakarami rin po ng broker, ng trading account broker, pwede kang pumili rito. So, I would advise COL since I am into it. Uh, but it's not just COL, napakarami din po. No? BDO Nomura, etc. etc. Depends po kung ano po yung convenience sa inyo. So with trading account, if you have, click yes. Select investor type. Of course, if most of us are individual, LSI. Trading participant, let's say COL or COL Financial. Username, so kayo na pong may determine yan. And then mga security data information, your personal information for security purposes, and of course, the waiver and the terms of use. If you want, click save so that uh, you can avail of the IPO. So hindi pa po, ako po hindi pa rin naka-register as of the moment. Once I register, I will be making, I promise, I will try my best to make new upcoming videos about IPO or the easy program of PSC. So stay tuned, please subscribe and follow my page, follow my YouTube channel or page para po matanggap rin nyo yung mga updates regarding with this easy program ni PSC. So again po, just a little bit of knowledge about Kepwealth. Direct googling them from PSE, searching them at PSE, you will have these. But if you search it directly from Google, Kepwealth, so to know more about them, so you can know more about them, you have to really look at their website. No, Kepwealth. So these are all these resources, you can know of them. So nasa Lamudi din po sila, more of the rental, no? Mga rental income. So yes, it's one of the rising industries right now, the property sector. Okay, Kepwealth website, how about their website? All right, let's see Bloomberg's evaluation or yeah, so these are the basic information of Kepwealth, real estate owner and developer. Yes, owns, manages, and develops residential, commercial, and government properties. All right, so there you go. Kepwealth is a real estate company. Well, look at Berkshire Hathaway, ni Warren Buffett. Look at SM. Look at almost all the billionaires are somewhat related to real estate. Well, not all, no, like Facebook, etc. But well, Property Philippines. This is a Philippine property company and investment management, advisory services, customers in the Philippines. So sector financials, real estate, real estate owners and developers, founded. So hindi po rito nalagay yung mga founders sa Bloomberg. Ito po yung address nila in Mandaluyong. Ito po yung kanilang website. So there it is. If you want to know more about them, right, you can go to their website at kepwealth.com. Okay, so before po kayo mag-invest, you also try to know more about the company you're investing in. Kung matibay, kung fundamentally sound, or they sa tingin nyo may income sila talaga sila, no? May real products sila or services sila na in demand by the market, and if you think that their operational expenses will be lower than their income expenses or revenue in the future, then you can surely be sure na sila po ay talagang mag-grow, especially from their IPO price up to their stock market. So here's Kepwealth, all right? So company, investing, purchasing, acquiring, owning, holding. So yeah, for me as a real estate licensed realtor, real estate salesperson, I'm also into real estate. I I am an agent, no, but I have bosses. I know managers. I know people who are into buying and selling, developing, and it's some real estate is indeed a lucrative business and industry. Okay. Feel free to browse the website, no, at kepwealth.com, business profile, their mission and vision. So, dyan din po nakasalalay talaga yung valuation nila as a company. No? Kung ano po yung heartbeat nila, ano yung pinatutunguhan nila, ano yung mga pinaglalaban nila, sino yung leaders nila. Dyan din po natin ma-determine yung investment worthiness ng isang company. Okay? So it's good na may website pa pala sila. Alright, so there we go. The board, here we have Sir Gerald Alava, Robert Olanday, John Katindig. So let's go to this first one. Alright, so the chairman is Restituto Lopez. So it's a Lopez. And then, who do we have here else? Ignacio Jimenez, Mark Anthony Migalios. Alright, so there they are, Kepwealth. And, okay. So yan din po yung purpose talaga ng